Welcome to this video about two city centre streets which are thought to be along the line of an original Roman road, Wensum Street in yellow and the 65 metre long Fye Bridge Street in green. Beginning at the north end of Tombland and looking into Wensum Street looks like this in 2025, the same view looking like this in 1934. This was the view in 1898, before this corner had been occupied by the Maid's Head Hotel. This was then Gray's Draper's shop and about to become parts of the Maid's Head. This is an even earlier photo with Gray's on the right, looking into Wensum Street with George Edwards' shoemaker's shop on the corner of Elm Hill in the distance. This can be seen much more clearly in this photo from 1895 with the Maid's Head Wensum Street entrance on the right. The equivalent view from 2025 looks like this. A few shots of the Maid's Head Hotel from Wensum Street follow, with this photo being from 1936. This is the entrance to the Maid's Head Wine Press restaurant, which at the time of this early 20th century photo was known as the Courtyard. And further along, this is another external shot of the Maid's Head, which claims to be the oldest hotel in the UK. This photo is from 1936. Opposite is the Church of St Simon and St Jude, made redundant in 1892. Since then, and at various times, it's been a Sunday school, a Scouts and Guides headquarter and a boxing gym. The opposite corner of Elm Hill currently looks like this, but from at least 1760 until 1962 was the Turkey Cock pub. The observant among you might ask about George Edwards, the shoemaker, who we apparently saw in this location in an earlier photo. Well, the answer lies in the emergence of the trams. George Edwards' building was demolished in 1900, leaving the Turkey Cock on the corner, complete with a new mock Tudor front. Looking from Elm Hill into Wensum Street currently looks like this, with the Glass House pub opposite. This had previously been the location of the Norwich Glass Company. Here are employees of the Norwich Glass Company at work in the 1950s and gradually disappearing to create the current equivalent photo. Next to the Glass House is Flowers Court, now looking like this and giving an access to the pub garden, but looking like this back in 1938. Looking now at the rest of the buildings on the eastern side as we head up towards Fye Bridge, looks like this with an earlier appearance in this early 20th century photo. There is the Book Exchange on the corner of Quayside and a tobacconist on this side of that. Opposite we see Rocher's Court, the Ribs of Beef and Fye Bridge. The Ribs of Beef looking like this in the late 1800s before being demolished for road widening for the trams. This is Fye Bridge, and for more information about this first bridge across the River Wensum, see the Lost Norwich video about Fye Bridge and Quayside. This photo is from the late 1800s. We are now into the very short Fye Bridge Street looking at Fishergate, this photo dating from 1933. The building on the corner is the Merchant's House today, and in 1998 it was Mowbray's Bar. Looking back at the corner with Fishergate now looks like this, and this was the equivalent view in 1984. Number 11 Fye Bridge Street has a 15th century stone shaft, which is a surviving fragment of the house of Edmund Wood, sheriff in 1536 and mayor in 1548. This is Howard's Fish Shop in 2025 and is seen here in 1985. It's been here since 1889 and is seen here in 1937, decorated for the coronation of King George VI. At the corner of Colgate and Magdalen Street is Cook Mama African Cuisine. This was the site of the Jack of Newbury pub from 1760 until 1971. Jack of Newbury was a leading clothier in the 1500s. It's seen here in 1960 along with part of Magdalen Street just after a major refurbishment in the area. Finally, looking back at the opposite corner of Fye Bridge Street with Colgate, this is St Clement's Church and is seen here in 1931 with a bus going past. Buses would shortly replace trams in the city. Thanks for watching.